Hello, everybody. It's Tracy. Just checking in with you. How are you first day after our Christmas holidays? Are you still celebrating? Are you still in the middle of your festivities? How are you doing with family, relatives, loved ones, friends? I hope your celebrations are going really good. Ours have been wonderful. You know how there can be family drama sometimes. We really haven't had too much of that, thank goodness. We've just been really enjoying it ourselves quite a bit. Um, I just wanted to do a little weekend review. As far as eating is concerned, I can say that I am really sticking to plan. I feel really good about it. I still have some weeklies left as of today. I think I probably have about 20 of 42 left. I have been enjoying myself, but that's what those extra are there for. We've gotten a lot of exercise in. You know, some walking, some dancing, all that good stuff, and just enjoying one another. There have been a couple things here and there, you know, that could really throw me off, and I kind of wanted to just check in and mention those things, just if anybody else is, you know, kind of working through some of those things. You know, everybody knows right now my channel is very new, but I am definitely not new to the public eye or to this spotlight or anything like that. So I don't have any problems with whoever's opinions, you know, that type of thing. I did have a comment this weekend on my video, probably one of the first ones that was not so positive. However, I just wanted to talk about that a little bit because sometimes we experience that, not, you know, just as YouTube people and here sharing our lives, or people like me who are performers or teachers or people who stand in front of the world in a sense and, you know, and share. But, you know, we get negative comments or unsolicited feedback from the people in our lives, and sometimes if we're not careful, it could really derail us. And so I experienced that this weekend. Just I have been very honest with you guys, and I always will be. I'm in this 100-pound journey for myself. I don't have to do this, you know, publicly, but I enjoy sharing the journey with other people and being an inspiration if I possibly can. And to have anybody do what feels like attack you, or to share their opinion in a way as though, you know, as though you're not doing something to the best of your ability or putting you down in a way. You know, we're all out here on this journey to support one another, to encourage one another. I don't need anybody to blow smoke for me or to tell me I'm doing a great job if I'm not. But I also don't need anybody putting me down, and neither does anybody who's watching this channel. So it got me to thinking of just how, you know, we can have so many people encouraging us and saying really great things, but then that one person comes along and says something negative, and that just sticks, you know. It's like it sticks and it hurts, and it's, you know, it bothers us. And I think that the main thing that it made me think about on this weight loss journey is that how, you know, the scale is a reflection of our progress in only one way, right? You know, if the scale goes up or down, you know, as long as it's going down, we think everything's going perfectly and we're doing everything right, but that's not necessarily true. You know, the scale doesn't tell us if someone's taken diuretics that week. The scale doesn't tell us if, you know, somebody stopped eating, you know, at 12 o'clock p.m. the day before a weigh-in that's not until 11 a.m. the next day. You know, these are all tricks, you know, that I've done in the past, which is really sad, you know, just to trick a scale or to have a good outcome. I refuse to do those things this time. I am being extremely honest. I am following this plan to a T. And if it's a good result, great. If it's not, then I get to reevaluate. I get to adjust some things, right? Well, I was thinking about how weight loss, a lot of times, maybe it's people who haven't had a struggle of needing to lose 20, 30, 100 pounds. I mean, the longer you have to stay in it, the more difficult. I hear people say, oh, sometimes it's so difficult to get just those 30 pounds off. It is difficult to lose weight, period. But if you've got to stick with it for a long period of time, that's hard. I don't care who you are. So whether you lose 20 pounds, 100 pounds, or whatever, after you lose, then you have the maintenance period. So just sticking with it, keeping, on the journey is the hard part. There's so many more factors than just the food that we put in our mouth. There's so many things that are going on. People who struggle with food addiction or turn to food for comfort or for soothing, I'm an anxiety eater. Well, I don't know. I probably, in the past, I've been an eater for probably just about every emotion or incident or situation. So for someone to tell you that you just need to stop shoving food or you just need to push back is a very uninformed person, or person that simply just doesn't know this struggle. And honestly, those type of comments can just be left out because it's kind of like stating the obvious. Anybody who is of any size and has a long journey to lose weight, I can reassure you that we know, we definitely know what needs to happen. It's learning the tools and reshaping our mindsets and, finding encouragement, finding a lifestyle that we can stick to. There's so many more things. There's emotional things that are happening. It's the way we handle things. It's not just food. And so I am so proud of myself this weekend just with dealing with family stressors. I love my family. They're wonderful in many ways. But when you get with people who just simply don't think and move and act like you in every single way, it's going to be difficult. My life is changing. I am recently engaged. So there's so many things about the future to think about and plans to make, and that can be also very overwhelming. And so if you're just looking at the food that someone puts in their mouth, you're not looking at all of the other things that could be on their mind and on their heart, and just kind of weighing down on them. So I just wanted to stop for a second and say, if you are struggling at all this holiday season or in general, I just invite you to just give yourself one big break, especially if you have a bunch of people giving you their unsolicited advice. If you need advice and you go to someone and they share, fantastic, but all the other noise that's coming at you, I just give you permission to just breathe in, breathe out, let it go. I would encourage you to find some type of tool, whether it be meditation, prayer, whether it be, voicing it out with a friend, who can understand, or whether it's journaling. I would just encourage you to find something too that you can do that doesn't have to do with anyone, really. So that it's not reliant upon anybody understanding or getting you or anything like that. So that's why I love, things like meditation and prayer and journaling and, just deep breathing. For me, I live in Florida, so getting out by the ocean and just existing for a moment without anything pulling on me. Those are the kind of ways that I clear my mind and get past that need to just to pacify the baby that, when I get irritable or anxious, I just begin to stuff and I just begin to try to find things to pacify. So that's what I'm working through, and that goes so much further than a number on the scale, but it speaks to how I'm healing myself. Not just, am I going to look better or is my face going to be slimmer this week, but am I emotionally and mentally going to be okay? How am I doing in life? Am I stressing out? Am I freaking out? Or do I feel stable? And do I feel like I can do this? And can I continue on? So anyway, like I said, I just wanted to encourage anybody else. If you're struggling right now, don't let the outside voices tear you further apart than maybe you already may be. We are already dealing with enough. We don't have to deal with everybody else's opinion about our life and our choices, right? So anyway, bless you, and I'll be back tomorrow to talk to you a little bit more. Keep enjoying your holidays. If you're back to work, then I hope that the day goes great, and I'll talk to you soon.